Dean Ambroses' farewell from WWE should have meant so much more. Dean Ambrose celebrates victory over The Wiz during the WWE show at Zenith Arena on May 9, 2017 in Lille, North France. /AFP last Sunday at WWE's The Shield's final chapter WWE Network Live special, bid adieu to WWE. After the Hounds of All in All, it was a bit of an anticlimactic ending to the former WWE Champion's run in the company, especially considering how many swan songs The Shield has had since March. There was zero build-up for the bout on WWE programming, aside from a quick mention of the event happening this past week on Raw. Thus, if that has closed. N1282 WWE Universe at WWE Universe. When it was at the onset of 2019 that Ambrose's contract was coming due and he wouldn't be re-signing, there were fans who expected him to stick around. Granted, it's difficult to argue that Ambrose was ever underutilized considering all of his accomplishments in WWE, from winning the world title once to becoming Mr. Money in the Bank, but his happiness is an entirely different story. If he wasn't enjoying what he was doing anymore, it's best that he take an indefinite leave of absence to live his life, instead of agreeing to a new deal and phoning in performances. Ambrose could be back in 6 months to a year, or he may never return. Either way, it's rare WWE ever acknowledges a superstar's decision to leave the company months in advance, let alone incorporate it into a storyline. Despite outrights, in that time, Ambrose was treated like an afterthought on the flagship show. He lost to the light. Ultimately, Ambrose transitioned back into a babyface role so he could reunite with The Shield. Their last stand. First, he was brutally attacked by McIntyre one night on Raw, leading fans to speculate whether the ambush was designed to write him off WWE TV for good. Then, obviously, it wouldn't have made sense for Ambrose to be put in a prominent program ahead of his exit and go over in the end. However, it would have been cool to see Ambrose clash with Finn Balor or Aleister Black for the first time, but unfortunately, neither of those encounters came to pass. A rivalry with It's been a weird 2019 for Ambrose, to say the least. Nothing can beat. Ambrose might be just as content staying home and recharging the batteries while he decides what his next move will be. Of course, WWE's send-off for Dean Ambrose wasn't what it should have been, but he will undoubtedly be missed by the fans who have admired and appreciated him over the years and are looking forward to finding out what his future holds. Build your own custom daily newsletter with updates on your favorite teams, sent directly to your inbox. Your privacy is safe with us. Well, never pass your favorite teams, topics, and players all on your favorite mobile devices. 2019 Fans ID Incorporated. All rights reserved by Jesse Velasquez.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.